I really love this industry. I've been in the contact center or like customer interaction software management business for 21 years, and I really love this industry. And it's got a few peculiar aspects to it. I mean, I talk a lot to everybody from our people in our competitor organizations, our partner ecosystem, which is very large, right? And our also investors, for example, people who are interested in investing in this industry or already are. And when you look at it, it's a peculiar market because it's got a few surprising aspects to it. I mean, one thing is that's hard to get your head around is that the contact center interaction software market is over 3 times the size of the global CRM market. So like you take Salesforce, everything from between Salesforce and say smaller CRMs like Pipedrive and everything else in between, and enterprise CRMs, and you add all of it together globally, you still 3 times that, and you still haven't got the value of the market. Right? It's $120 billion market just for the software part. And the agent part, if you include agent salaries, so you add that on top, it's another it's another 900 billion. 900 billion, like you're approaching a trillion. And then on top of that again, there's a $1.3 trillion telecoms market not included, which is, so these are all separated components. So it's one of the largest markets in the software space, in enterprise software. So that's one surprising fact. Another surprising fact is that it's one of the most fragmented of markets. So if you look at and I've been doing this for a long time. So if you look an innovation cycle is often considered to be 7 years. It's not really true, but you talk about 7-year innovation cycles. But you look at every single innovation cycle where new innovations happen and then new players take over a slightly larger piece of the pie, and then there's a consolidation phase where older incumbents or private equity companies or whatever it might be invest and and start buying some of those companies that come out. In every innovation cycle, there are multiple organizations who achieve $1 billion, like new entrants who achieve $1 billion sales in about 10 to 15 years. And there are multiple purchasing, like financing events where companies are bought up for anything between 500 million and 5 billion. In fact, one of our partners was bought last week for $6.2 billion. So I have to even increase that range. It's like up to 6.2 billion. So it's one of the most exciting exit spaces in the world, in the investing world. And a lot of investors don't know this. Like a lot of venture capital companies that I speak to, they actually don't know this. Like they're amazed when they actually look at the numbers that in every cycle, you've got so many companies achieving such huge valuations and such high sales numbers. And right now, it being so valuable, it's again quite a hot investment time. I don't know the numbers. I'm trying to work it out at the moment and doing research on it. But there must be something like several hundred million towards $1 billion of investment in the space again in all different areas. Which I think if you were buying into vendors, like if you're a manager in a contact center and you're buying software in the area, you really have to think about what your future software portfolio looks like, because with that amount of investment, those products are going to be the leaders products in a few years. And I think I count our product in that space. We're heavily VC invested ourselves, and spending a huge amount on R&D. So I think you look 3-4 years out from now, what the software does for you is going to be dramatically different to what it does now. So certainly over a 5-year time window. And it's changing so fast because of this huge investment that I think it's really something that you need to keep an eye on. I think actually I'm going to do another video on where the trends are taking us and where all this these several hundred million, where that spend is being put and what we can expect to see within the next few years, because I think it's really going to be different. And we see it already. So right now, deploying AI components in your contact center is something you can do in a few weeks, right? Like a few weeks. When I was first in this business in the early 2000s, you could spend a year on a mass project for a huge global company deploying some simple classifier, which wasn't really reaching any major business outcomes. And now you're deploying like advanced technologies like speech recognition and other similar pattern recognizers and so on, in no time at all for very, very little cost. So it's an extraordinary spiral of activity that's happening in this market.